Hello and welcome to Mists of Pandaria Beta. My name's Nick, and I'm doing this for B-Hats Gaming. Um, so, I got beta today in what I'm assuming is probably the last wave of everything ever. And I figured that I would take you through just a few of the things that I'm able to do now. The game isn't fully loaded. You can see up top that some of the data is still being downloaded. I wasn't quite sure where I was supposed to go to get to the first area, but I figured it out. So let's just start with the first quest. I'm on my Death Knight, Halyard. Um, I recently turned into a gnome. I was a worgen before that, but I decided that our raid group didn't have enough short people in it. So far it seems pretty straightforward. Just kill a few things and then extinguish some fires. I took a look at the new talents that we have. It's pretty interesting. I feel that some of them are actually pretty decent choices. Some of them are much more PvP based, but that's okay. I think I went with a pretty basic build. Let's see. Oh yes, and things that you skin have been dropping these plump intestines, which just give you gold, which I think is pretty cool. And I have some of these scraps and some of that leather. I went with Roiling Blood. It seems like it's probably the only real choice for a Death Knight tank. The minion thing, while it's an instant, you can only summon your minion every like 3 minutes, so that's not very helpful. The insects, you can only, I mean, I guess that's worth it, but if I take this, then I have Outbreak plus um, Blood Boil, spreading it on a 30-second cooldown, so I have no reason to really do that. I'm sure that some people will have a reason that they can do it. I took Anti-Magic Zone because, while I'm not necessarily going to use it now, I'm sure that it's a great choice for... Oh my, what is that? Is that some new mage spell? What is that? Is that like Frost Bomb or whatever it was? Anyways, I took Anti-Magic Zone because as far as a raid cooldown goes, it's really great. I know when my guild first did Madness, I went on Holy for the sole reason that you could just pop it on that last bolt and like nothing happens to anybody in the raid. Um, as far as the other options for that tier, Lichborn is arguably a pretty good choice, especially because you can use Death Coil to heal yourself. Icy Grip. Icy Grip seems like it'd be more of a PvP thing. When I'm tanking, even in 5-mans, I feel like I don't want to... Ooh, that was a nice example of the new AoE looting. Now let's see if I can give you an example if I kill both of these. Let's kill those, and let's pull in another guy to this fray. Alright, so the one good thing is that as a Death Knight tank, nothing's gonna kill you, pretty much. If you pull like 20 mobs, maybe you might take a little bit of damage, but as you can probably see, my health's pretty static. So let's kill all these, and then let's take a look at the AoE looting. If I loot just once, I take everything that all of these mobs had. I'll skin that one. Back to talents. The third tier, deaths advance, things don't reduce you below a certain amount of movement speed. That could be good for tank. Chillblains, that's always been my favorite as Frost because you have your Howling Blast that spreads your Frost Fever, meaning that anything that you attack is slowed. For Blackhorn for this past tier, that was a great talent to have for that fight. It was really all about control, and I feel like one of the raid groups that I was in, I went Frost for that um, solely because I could handle the sappers all by myself. Uh, it's a great slow. However, I feel like Asphyxiate. I just kind of liked it because it's like a Darth Vader force grip, and I feel like that's a cool mechanic to have. Just doing this fire quest now. It's a fairly generic fire quest. They've had these in pretty much all of the expansions so far. Tier 4, Death Pact. Once again, that's like a minion based thing, so every 3 minutes, I'm not really sure if it's worth it. There's no point in it having a 2 minute cooldown if I can only do it. Oh, that is 2 minutes. Did that change? That may have changed. But I mean, basically, I would use it at the same time, and that would change my cooldown to be just like a health one rather than an actual DPS increase. Conversion is a very PvP thing, and I guess that you could use it tanking. I really like the idea of Death Siphon. It's probably going to go on one of these bars to try and be one of my on-use things. Scales of Life doesn't need to be there anymore. I don't have that anymore. My action bars are locked. And then the very last one in that tier, yeah, is this Death Siphon, and I think that's the one that I'm going to go with. Let's turn in these first two quests. As you can see, there's this new specialized reward stuff that's trying to give me weapons that'd be good for me. My Frost set is still using not Obsidian Cleavers. Those, yeah. Not because I want to, but because I kind of have to. Drops haven't been really good. So, if we turn in this quest, the only rewards that we can get are things that are good for us. I'll just take the one that sells for more. Second one doesn't give us anything. Look at that nice little bit of phasing there. But I can still see people, which is pretty cool. Really quick, let's take a look at the 5th tier. The 5th tier sort of gives us ways that we can manage our runes. They've reworked Blood Tap to be a it uses a new resource system. I don't think I'm gonna choose it on any of my specs. It does seem really cool, just it's not my speed really. Just picking up some more quests that are go find people, go kill some things, and go talk to some other people. So I guess that those are new hubs. Runic Empowerment was in the game as something that you just got. I sort of like the mechanic of it, so that's the one that I choose. Runic Corruption is the unholy talent that we now have running for any Death Knight as long as you pick it. I feel like these will be balanced out so that they're essentially the same number of runes per minute, or however you want to think of it. Next tier I'm not up to yet, but I think that I'm definitely going to pick this because I just get to grab any like enemy ever and pull them in. Remorseless Winter is an AoE, and Desecrated Ground um, is sort of like Desecration was, but instead it's just an AoE. I think that just about does it for this one. Got two quests done, and I'm well on my way to level 86. By that I mean I'm about 4% of the way there. Join me next time. We won't be talking about talents anymore, and I'll get a few more of these quests done, and we'll talk a bit about the new zones. Thanks. This has been B Hats Gaming. See you later.